Oh, crap.
Well, then you...
You said yourself she'd hunt us to the end of the universe.
I had...
Yeah, that's great, Drax. Hey, this is a big mistake. I'm innocent. Cosmo, are you out there? Cosmo! Nice that you finally showed up. Would have been even nicer if you didn't abandon me in the first place.
I never left.
1 minute, we're having a great time, and the next... Wait a second, did you use me as bait? Huh. Well, your plan worked. A little too well, seeing how we're in jail now.
We're all in prisons of our own making, Peter.
Sure. Shit. I also need to go. Sophie, do something.
Hello? Cosmo? I really need to use the bathroom.
I am Groot. Ow! The little bugger just scratched me.
Oh, I'll do more than that. I'll murderize you.
Hey, guys. Didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, crammed Flatnard.
Flatnard?
Yeah, and a scruff crew in one too.
Shut up and get in there.
Come on, dude. What's your problem?
You are. That's why we quit. Yes, you did. Now stop talking to him.
Rocket, buddy, come on. We had a good thing going. You and Groot are better than two-bit bounty hunters.
Scoff.
What did you say?
I said scoff.
You don't say scoff, you just scoff.
Oh, so now I don't express myself proper like? You know what? You're a real piece of...
I am Groot.
What do you think I was gonna say?
Ruff, ruff.
I am Groot.
I'm roughing that too.
Ruff. I mean, man. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
What? You rough in front of me? I told you a bajillion times, I'm not a roughing animal!
What were you talking about?
You rough...
Sorcery is this?
Where are we?
You are being still on nowhere.
Osmo! How you doing, buddy? We were just about...
Guardian of Galaxies will tell Cosmo why they broke into Continuum Cortex. Or Cosmo will conjure worse psychic gulag.
Broke into the...
Do not feed Cosmo cat biscuits, Piotr Quill. You work with Blood Brothers. Create distraction so Pesky Raccoon and Sentient Tree Friend can use Continuum Cortex. Cosmo also know Guardian of Galaxies have Nova Tracker on ship.
Okay, I'm sure it's just one big misunderstanding. Right?
Right.
We're here because something happened on the...
Guardian of Galaxy were on Nova Rock.
Yeah, we went to find Centurion Corral and pay our fine. Why?
Strange transmissions spreading across galaxy, like rabbits in springtime. Cosmo sent many team to investigate, none return. Now Nova Rock sending same signal. Guardian of Galaxy will tell me what they saw.
The Nova Corps were killing each other.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
Yeah, during that ritual with the priest. They kept talking about a promise.
Right away, sir. Fraternity of Raptors. Cult of the Negative Zone. Universal Church of
Whoa,
Truth.
stop! That's them. That old man that's with them. His shuttle exploded on the Hallis Hope.
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Universal Church of Truths. That name ring bell for Cosmo. His old cult. Very powerful during Galactic War. Now, not so much.
You said the rock was transmitting a signal. What if the religion were somehow...
Yet, the Universal Church of Truths died with Gold-Skinned God.
Let us investigate the Hallis Hope for you.
What?
You said none of your teams returned, right? Seems to me like you're short-staffed. And we want to find out what happened as much as you do.
We do.
So let us investigate for you.
Always a catch, Peter Quill. And not fun kind with ball.
Ball.
What Guardian of Galaxies want in return?
Simple. Drop the charges. Contact Nova Corps HQ and get the World Mind to forgive our fine. Then we'll go.
It's not being so easy.
Face it, dog breath. You need us.
Us?
For now. Unless you got someone else stupid enough to go.
In Soviet Russia, Cosmo would not trust words of capitalist scum. But this is not motherland. And Cosmo no power of collateral. Guardianship, stay on nowhere.
What?
You can't take our ship.
My ship.
How are we gonna find the Hallis Hope?
Ask Pesky Raccoon. Now come, essences of time.
So where are we going exactly?
To original settlement. From early days, before Tivan Group come.
You mean the first mining colony is still here?
Now abandoned, mostly. And highly restricted.
This is the place you broke into.
Broke implies it took effort.
Wait, this is the Continuum Cortex?
Is best way to reach Nova ship before moves
You
again.
found Corel.
Where is she?
Nova ship currently in the leader system, orbiting my planet.
Contraxia.
Cosmo not surprised pesky raccoon enjoy garbage planet.
Their restrooms do provide valuable information.
Entire planet now broadcast same signal as Nova Rock. Cosmo not understand purpose or intention.
All them bars, and betting parlors, and brothels.
Maybe it's not such a bad thing after all.
Cosmo paint.
We can find Corel and save Contraxia.
Maybe we shouldn't make too many guarantees.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is what we do.
I am with you, Peter Quill.
You are.
Of course. That was a rousing speech.
Bootlicker.
How many people know about this place?
Enough.
Is not broadcast across galaxy, but scientists come from many backgrounds.
If Thanos had known this was here.
Dead Titan King no longer concerned for cause.
I am surprised.
So, what is this? Like another elevator?
They'll figure it out.
Please to stand back, Guardian of Galaxies.
Whoa! What magnificent witchcraft is this?
I know. It's like they've never seen a giant trans-dimensional hand before.
Please to step in Paul.
What if things go sideways? How do we get back?
With passport. Can communicate with Cosmo, and if emergency, bring Guardian of Galaxies back.
I am Groot.
Better you take it than Captain Valor over here.
This time, investigate Nova ship. Use passport to report findings.
And you'll speak to the World Mind? Get rid of that fine, right?
Cosmo do best. Good luck, Guardian of Galaxies.
Anyone see any seatbelts?
You better not.
This is...
Sorcery?
I was going to say dizzying.
I am Groot.
You get used to it.
Are we in space?
We're somewhere between space, between dimensions, between time, between realities even.
What do you mean, between?
We could theoretically go wherever and whenever with this thing. Even the places that don't exist, but do.
You is incredible.
What kind of name is Avengers?
Is that sound normal?
Normal. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Oh, Pat Benatar and Joan Jett watch over us.
Who are these gods you speak of?
Goddesses. Drax?
I am not the one laughing. It is obviously an ill omen of our impending deaths.
Or it's an alternate reality.
I know that sound.
Definitely an alternate reality.
Hey, look! It's Spider-Man! Wait, is that Earth? Mom?
Come on, you're late for the promise here. Come on in, Janie. Peter will be up in a second.
Really? Janie?
Okay, next stop, Hala's Hope. Probably.
Flark and Hala!
Orgon's breath!
Okay, here we go!
What the
Whoa!
flark?
You guys okay?
Do we look okay?
Well, hang in there. I'll try to restore gravity.
Oh, great. We're gonna be stuck like this forever.
Rocket, buddy, what am I looking for?
Drax, tell Scut Lord most ships use external power conduits to generate pseudo-gravity in hyperbaric air.
Right, and what do those look like?
Tell him any vestiges of power should show up on his visor. And to stop asking so many flarking questions and get us down from here.
Something?
What gave it away? The lack of gravity or the general destruction?
Okay, I've got 2 conduits here. Thanks, buddy. Might be just what we need. Alright, I'll have you guys on solid ground in a tick. Okay, got us a battery.
Took him long enough.
Hey, I'm trying, man.
Still floating around.
Okay, I got the battery installed, Gamora, but nothing's happening.
Seriously?
Fine, I'll tell him. Listen up, slug breath. Tell me what you see.
There's a blue wire and 2 connections, yellow and red, and 1 big green thing.
Don't touch the green thing!
Not a great time to start yelling, dude!
Okay. First, plug the wire to either connection. All we need is a little jump start.
To either one?
It's not brain surgery.
Here goes nothing! Oh, crap!
You touched the green thing, didn't you? Fucking great,
Everybody, just hold on!
Gravity was not restored.
You had one job, Quill.
I did exactly what?
Tell me more about this job, Rodent.
Why?
I am attempting to find common ground with you. Impressive, Peter Quill.
I didn't know you could do that.
Neither did I.
Should we call Cosmo? Let him know what we found so far?
What do you mean, a code word? Fine. Groot won't call the mud until we all agree on a code word.
Could be useful if we get cornered by whatever's on the ship.
How about Quill Kill?
Ooh, the code word is Ride the Stars. And we should hold off calling Cosmo until we figure out what's going on.
We should also standardize our use of the term dog report item to distinguish information of interest to our investigation.
Yep. Sure thing, buddy.
Dog report item. Something caused Nova Corps to abandon their ship.
Maybe they all just quit. This is the only way out. The door's got no juice.
Can't you transfer power to it?
I'm not the one with the zappy guns.
Wonder how many made it out alive.
Not many.
Explain your pessimism.
Alive people let someone know they're alive. And the mutt said he ain't heard from nobody. That'll do it.
Why does that keep happening?
There, you all felt that, right?
Yup.
The same thing happened when I tried to restore the gravity.
It ain't never his fault, is it, Groot?
Indeed, it was a desperate attempt at a last defensive position.
Good bottleneck for it.
All the blaster scorch marks are from standard issue Nova rifles.
Dog report item. Belligerents are using similar weapons.
So, what does that mean?
It means more infighting between Nova Corps.
Our evidence is circumstantial. We must continue our investigation.
Or look for another way off this ship.
Okay, we need to get to Carell's office.
Someone tell Quill.
Come on, dude.
Wish I knew the layout of this tub better. Then we could figure out where this started. You know where we are, Gamora?
Not really. Nova never really let me out of their sight.
They had good reason not to trust you.
This again?
I was only stating that Nova's position of not trusting you is accurate.
The longer we bicker, the more we might miss.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, you get that off a placemat?
All I'm saying...
No wonder we've been stumbling around in the dark.
Whoa! Look at you sexy beast.
Stop flirting, Rocket. Is it supposed to be upside down?
Only if you wanted to channel all the ship's power up through the ceiling. Makes no sense to me.
There must be a reason. A bad one. Try that console.
We can use this to re-invert the core, or de-invert... Devert?
Rocket.
The console's safety locked because the mounting arms are retracted. If we can pop them out of them side panels, we can flip the core.
Huh.
Quill, stop flarking around. It ain't gonna work without the arms.
There's gotta be more machinery up there. Gamora, give me a boost!
Of course.
Definitely something up here! Hell yeah, it worked!
You know, them guns would make better engineering tools than weapons.
Nice try. Let's get the other one free. All right, Gamora, let's get the second one done.
Okay.
Gonna need a hand up again. That looks like a good spot.
Let's do this.
That did it. Get back down here. Now let's see what we can... Oh, Scott!
Guys, we've got incoming.
Yeah, it's more of them infected freaks.
Man, I was hoping we'd find Nova Corps here, but not like this.
Now we know who inverted the core. But why?
Put your lights down!
Go high! I will deal with these fools. Continue with your investigation. Yeah, hard pass tracks the delusional.
Cut to the chase.
Guys, huddle up!
What a blast! I haven't felt this excited since the Galactic War.
Better watch her out there, Quill. She fought on both sides, remember? Whereas me, I don't need to take sides to mow anybody down. I just love making scumbusters go boom!
Okay, I get it. Those creeps out there, fighting them gets the blood pumping.
Oh, yeah.
But if you listen to that pumping too hard, your heart takes a dive and the losing starts. Stay on target and we'll make them all go boom. Who's with me?
Time to... I shall break their bones!
I hope we didn't fight alongside any of these guys in the war.
We'll make sure they get a heroic death!
There's your chance, Gamora!
Any last words?
They definitely got the Nova Corps I was hoping to find here!
See you, stupid helmet! Shoot him, stupid helmet!
Move away, Rocket!
To the bone! Stupid Nova armor! Remind me to sharpen my blade!
I think we're all gonna need some repairs after this!
Attacking Nova Corps could raise our fine!
Tear into them! Cosmo's gonna give us a clean slate!
These freaky Novas ain't much of an improvement over the real ones! This is Nova Corps, unrestrained! Welcome, death!
Some of these people may have been war heroes!
We'll make sure they get a heroic death!
Did you notice the rumbling stuff when we flipped the reactor away from the ceiling?
We must find a way up there and discover why, for the dog report.
Rocket, what's that console telling you?
That you should come do the honors.
Okay.
Surprise! This whole thing's a lift. We can ride it all the way up there.
I guess Nova grunts and grease monkeys don't get the cool flying suits.
Typical. Nobody respects their engineers these days. If you want to... Whoa! Clark!
Parking clamps! They're shutting us down!
More freaks approach!
Clark has re-inverted the core again!
Just have to
have come to defend the core!
Good! That means we disrupted something! I hope we didn't fight alongside any of these guys in the war!
Consider this mercy!
Feel this?
I'm nervous, dude. I don't think these goons care about the risks.
Good work, you two! I don't think we need to worry about the mines! Watch the
When
mines!
possible, circumvent electrical hazards!
What happened? Did we trip an alarm?
Yes! Bring more! Let us even the odds!
Mines!
Peter Quill, I would value some assistance!
Might want to check on that, Peter!
That floating mine guy is really starting to tick me off.
I am not accustomed to being
I'll be your wingman anytime.
I hate banging up my sword on Nova 4 gear!
A dull blade just means you will need to stab harder!
Let's go! Finally! Sick of those dasted mines!
Seek to reverse our progress!
Not gonna happen!
Alright, let's get those clamps off so we can keep moving.
I will tear them from their sockets.
Ain't gonna work, Musclehead, but this time we've got a control room to play with. Looks like I can remove the clamps from here.
Good. We will not be stopped by clamps.
Ah, sneaky bags. They scrambled the power circuit, so I can't release them.
I grow tired of these clamps.
Gonna have to reroute the circuits one by one to reset the power grid. Here, I'll get the door for you. You should be able to see the grid with your visor.
This would go up fast. Scan.
Yeah, you got any priceless lattice hex ornadium crystals lying around? I'll gladly build you one. Oh, we ain't got it.
What do your goggles do?
That's classified.
Got a locked door. Can you open it?
No. Can you route power to it?
Not from here. I'll try to find a way around. Okay, visor's up. Now what? Groot, I think I have an idea. Use your roots to raise that platform with me on it. Kind of a root boost thing.
I am Groot.
Eager to try the root. Neat trick. Groot loves being helpful.
He's always helpful. Okay, I bet I can reroute the power to get myself back out of here.
Solid plan.
Hell yeah! Who's smarter than Nova Corps? Huh. What did that open?
So any guesses on what they're doing with all that power?
Perhaps they are recharging their personal device. No expert in Nova technology.
That's gotta be one of the power nodes. Just need to reroute it. Did that do anything?
Not yet. You'll have to reroute a couple of them.
doors open, and I got the power flowing through.
Engineer.
Thanks.
There with Lady Law.
She's no lady. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Might be gunning for your job soon.
You want to trade? I'm happy to sit in the captain's seat.
I did not just hear that.
Everybody stay alert. Quill has a knack for pushing the wrong buttons or crossing the wrong wires.
Waiting you are bad luck.
Funny how the small, hairy one is always right there guiding me.
Peter Quill is insinuating that you, Weasel, could be the cause of our problems.
Drax, I need a hole here to reach the grid.
And you will have one!
Groot, need your help, buddy. Root boost, please.
How does Hope do anyways? Other than being a giant pain in the tail. Looks like you did it, Starpants. Now get into the control room and hit that clamp release. I'll re-invert the core at the same time and get us moving.
Perhaps the Nova Killer knows how to redirect these machines. She has experience.
I was an assassin, not a saboteur.
Same results either way, right?
Would you rather paint with a... You know, normally you're not supposed to travel through dimensions without a quarantine and a decompression on the other side.
Should we be...
Just keep an eye out for the warning signs. Mental degradation, paranoia. Okay.
Description of our team.
The clamps are unclamped.
Slick! Now get back in here before we leave you behind.
Yeah, let's see how far you get without your button pusher.
Now that we know the infected Nova are here, we can agree that whatever's going on upstairs is really bad, right?
They were furious when we removed their power source. Must be important to their effort here.
Can't wait to smash it. Whatever it is. Alright, this is our floor.
These doors are sealed tight.
Drax, hit that panel where all the wires connect.
Step aside.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
What's that?
Nothing.
No, that! They must have flipped the core back. Something's powering up again.
Now we're stuck in the ventilation. Great job, Quill.
Dude, I know you're peeved, and I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Really? That's it?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's more important things happening right now than Quill saying he's sorry. Whoa! Flark and Scud! What are these Franklin gaboons doing to Contraxia?
What is this thing, Rocket?
I don't know! Looks like it's siphoning something!
Something to do with those cubes?
Don't know! I gotta get a closer look!
Peter Quill, we have been in this hangar before.
What the Flark?
So what is it?
I think they're using the ray to fill some kind of battery. Standard galactic I.O. ports, Regalian glass mat separators, Kree cathodes.
I understood some of those
never seen nothing like it! Energy readings are all over the place, but I can't tell what kind of energy it is!
Dog report item. Massive device siphoning energy from Contraxia.
Don't forget the energy cubes.
Dog report item. Energy stored in strange cubes.
Groot! We need to check out that giant raid thing! Can you get us across?
Dog report item! We gotta destroy this thing!
We don't even know what it is.
Let's avoid the scary beam!
Good advice.
Guardian of Galaxies, Cosmo check. Investigation leading him to believe Hallow is key to galaxy mystery. What is that noise?
We are compiling an extensive dog report.
Flark the report. Tell him his magic hand almost got us killed.
Cosmo not held responsible for Continuum Cortex arrival area. Pesky Raccoon should know this.
Contraxia isn't looking so good.
They're killing it is what they're doing.
Tell Cosmo what is happening.
They've got this giant ray thing he pointed at the planet. It's collecting some kind of energy.
Have Guardian found Centurion Corel?
Not yet.
Guardian must find her. May have answers we need.
Far!
Madness.
Hold on to what?
You sure it's safe for us to be around these batteries, Rocket?
Nope! If the weirdos don't kill us, the radiation might! Who knows?
Your experience fighting Centurions will be necessary here, woman.
Spread out!
Danger close, Rocket! We're gonna stop all
I admire your insistence, Peter Quill. The Elite Force's defenses are down. Feel my wrath!
My guy keeps dodging my shots!
About time!
They do not fight as one. This is simple.
Follow my lead! Snip it! Branch out, Groot!
Precision is key here, guys!
My plan is to blast them! Rush them, Drax! Do your thing, Gamora!
You don't stand a chance!
We're just looking for Corel! Maybe you've seen her?
Now is not the time for conversation. And on the ground as well.
That
soldier was delirious, but now he is dead!
Five!
That's a 5 vacuum thing you've got there! But what is it?
Complimenting has no effect!
Get the point?
Set it free!
Aim for their torso!
They're too flarking fidgety!
Oh, come on! Really? Centurion!
Knock them to the ground! I will finish them! Launch me onto these fools!
Punch him up! Is he getting home anywhere? About getting home?
We ain't talking our way out of this one, Quill! Too fast for my boss!
This will be a worthy battle!
More jabbing, less jibber-jabbing! I'm living out so many revenge fantasies right now!
You shouldn't be enjoying this, Rocket! Groot, you're up! My guy keeps dodging my shots!
I have assuaged the threat! Return to the skirmish!
Cut to pieces!
I expected more coordination between them!
They are Nova! Not anymore, anyway! Rip them up, Drax!
Get back in there, Tiger!
Next round's on me! Okay, seems to me like this ship might be ground zero for whatever's happening. We gotta find Corral, get some real answers.
You have any idea where she is?
I'm thinking we check her office. I don't even know how we can get there.
You know a way out of the hangar?
Huh, that ain't right. Drax, gonna need you to drag this over.
I will assume you have a plan.
We need to get out of here. It's a perfect place to be ambushed.
That seemed like a wasted effort.
All plans need steps to succeed.
What New Age drivel have you been reading? We need to stop the battle from moving Peter.
There must be something we have not found.
Really thought that might work. What am I missing?
Give the area a scan, Quill. Maybe we missed something.
Dog report item. The rumbling continues.
Or Contraxia.
The energy in this hangar is causing my hair to stand on end.
Oh yeah, my fur's frizz. Wait a tick. You're as bald as an asteroid.
Rocket, you see where that vent leads?
Anything to get out of here.
We should be prepared in case the beast tries to destroy this machinery.
I've done my part.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep in mind, it may not stay jammed forever.
We still need a way through.
Just like I thought.
Impressive work, Peter Quill. Just hope it does not cause an explosion.
All right, come on, the tunnel's just past here.
We got lucky no one else showed up.
The Unifier has detected an intrusion. Spread out.
It will be contained.
By her will.
Move! There's too many of them.
In the hole, jump!
Jumped after the kid back then. Top 10 dumbest things I ever saw you do.
You should have seen how worried he was.
Hey, Star Pants was our ticket with the captain. I was worried his death would lead to more jail time.
It was adorable.
I hate you all.
So, any new ideas on what the oversized vacuum's actually doing to Contraxia?
Pretty sure this is right.
Pretty sure?
Everything was on fire last time.
I couldn't make that happen.
No, Rocket, no!
Ain't that a piece of the Uniflyer's old ship?
Unifier.
Yeah, whatever.
When we were arrested, they mentioned Raker got caught for the same thing we did.
Not exactly the same.
He got caught scavenging in the quarantine zone. How is that not the same?
We were not scavenging for the same thing. The distinction could be important.
Forget Raker. Our focus right now is finding Nikki.
Your focus? My focus is not dying on this stupid ship.
The dog wants us to find Centurion Corell.
Right, so we're multitasking.
I did not realize you and the girl fell down so far, Peter Quill.
I didn't fall. I jumped. Heroically. One more time, Groot. Let's go find Corell and Nikki.
So, we all agree that the captain and her kid are probably dead, right?
Corell survived the worst of the war. And a relationship with Peter.
Still willing to bet they didn't survive this.
You'd wager on whether or not a mother and child are dead.
Nikki's one of the most resourceful kids I ever met, and Corell's a warrior. I'd bet on both of them any day of the week.
Okay, just don't forget who won our last bet, Quill. Remember the quarantine zone?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Be careful down there, Peter Quill.
Yeah, definitely a lot sparkier than last time. Drax, any ideas on how to get through here?
Yes, but it would involve sacrificing one of us.
Okay, moving on.
That'll work.
Drax, I'm thinking there might be something behind those pipes.
Fascinating thought, Peter Quill. Perhaps you should share it with the assassin.
Groot, what do you think now that the electricity's gone? What do you say, Gamora? Now it's supposed to kill us?
Well, definitely no sign of Nikki or Corell.
I mean, I guess that's good news. Whoa, watch out!
You okay?
I am Groot.
Groot says we should start thinking about exit plans.
The exit plan is to call Cosmo after we get the answers we need.
Answers you need, maybe.
Item. The rumbling continues.
Poor Contraxia.
Does not strike me as very safe here, Peter Quill.
Better this than getting shot at.
Speak for yourself.
You'd rather get shot at?
More fulfilling to shoot someone I don't like than look for someone I don't care about.
Our leader seems to care, and so we should also pretend to care.
I am Groot.
Of course you would.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Okay, don't remember this green gas being here last time.
I think you mean deadly green gas.
This whole ship's a death trap now.
I'm sure there's a way to unburst these pipes.
There better be, because there's no way I'm walking through that.
There, easy peasy.
Okay, that was bad, even for you.
More death gas.
Maybe Nikki and Corral are using it to protect themselves.
And hear me out on this. Maybe they're dead.
You know what, man? You're being a real jackass, like, way more than usual.
Tension is palpable.
Oh, can you both please just get over this?
Agreed. Either resolve your issues or fight to the death.
Look, Rocket. I know I suck sometimes. We all suck sometimes. I'm sure it's why we ended up together.
I do not suck.
Point is, I care about us. But right now, we're not the ones in danger. And Nikki's just a kid, man.
As long as we're clear on the you sucking part.
Clear as day. Let me hear the... Give it a slice, Gamora.
Not a problem. You sure this is the right way?
Just keep your eyes open.
You know, Peter, if Nikki and Corral really are...
They're not.
I'm just saying we should be ready for anything.
They're not.
None of them good.
Did you find a dog report item?
No, nothing dog report worthy. Still no signs of Nikki or Corral.
In the face of death's infinite mystery, Cantathians are taught to focus on what is tangible.
I'll keep that in mind. Here! This is definitely the right way. Nikki's secret hideout is just through here.
Thought we were going to the captain's office.
We are. Right after we check here. Try not to break anything. This place means a lot to her.
Oh, wow. Did Nikki paint all this?
Pretty cool, right? Nikki?
Little one, reveal yourself.
Maybe try being a little less scary.
It's Peter! The pirate? Nikki!
We do not intend to kill you.
We need to get into that room. Rocket, you got the... Knew this would come in handy.
Where'd you get a Nova passkey?
Careful, Peter Quill. In my experience, children often booby-trap their toys.
It's not Nikki's, it's mine.
So we're just claiming her stuff now? Because if we are...
No, I mean it literally used to belong to me.
Quill, you gotta see this. This kid's obsessed with you.
Wait, why does she have your toy?
It's just something I gave to Corral when we were together during the war, like a keepsake. It doesn't mean anything.
Does, this mean anything?
How old is the child?
12.
Ha! Congratulations, Peter Quill. You will make a terrible father. Unless the child is dead, in which case, it does not matter.
Wait. Is this why you dragged us here?
Clearly. The child is 12, and Quill was with the child's mother 12 years ago. The math is irrefutable.
Yes, okay. So the dates maybe kind of match up, so it's possible, I guess. It's not like they had a health class on this.
Inspiring.
Can we just focus on if Corral and Nikki are okay? They're clearly not here, so let's move on and keep looking.
Huh. Not a bad workbench. For a kid.
I'm thinking Nikki won't mind if we use this. What do you say, Rocket?
Pretty sure she ain't here, Quill.
I think he's still processing.
Okay, where were we?
Congratulating you on being a father.
Still can't get over how good she is with all this tech stuff.
Meh, I could do better.
Yeah, but she's 12.
So, I'm 15. Staring at it ain't gonna change what it says.
Guess Nikki wasn't much of a Skrull fan.
Name someone who is a Skrull fan.
Good point.
Should be a way to Corell's office through those pipes on the left.
Yeah, I see an opening. Could be there's a latch on the inside. Allow me.
I get it!
Guys, can we not make light of all this? We still don't know if they're okay.
I am capable of feeling concern while still laughing at you, Peter Quill.
Gotta admit it, Quill. Kid's whole setup is pretty impressive. The way she rigged her terminal to the emergency power grid.
I told you, she's a smart kid.
Perhaps Peter Quill did not sire this child after all.
Yeah, I could see that. She just don't seem dopey enough.
Maybe she gets everything from the mother's side.
Yes, she should have exhibited at least some foolishness.
If I had a kid, she or he would definitely be super cool and smart. That's the elevator I took with Corell and Nikki.
So much for your girlfriend meeting us.
It did seem unlikely.
All I know is I am really starting to hate this elevator.
Don't make this a habit!
Drop him off, bud! You're up, big guy!
I will enjoy this!
Like a hot knock! So was this a coincidence, or did they know we were coming?
You should try asking them!
Next time, you're on your own. So much for your girlfriend, Gus.
It did seem unlikely.
All I know is I am really starting to hate this elevator. Load him up, Bruce! Load him up!
This is how it's done! So was this a coincidence, or did they know we were coming?
You should try asking them! The rest of you already know that Peter Quill was the child's father!
I definitely suspected! Explains why he's so excited about this mission!
With pleasure!
How am I supposed to know if Quill's fine? When's he ever been fine? The World Mine better not add to our fines for all this killing and destruction!
The World Mine is a machine that cannot be trusted!
Hate to admit it, but I have a really bad feeling about Corell and Nikki!
What? Are you gonna start being all paternal now?
We're fine, Peter. We know how to fight.
I know, I just...
We'll find them. Don't worry. You said Corell's office was up top somewhere?
Yeah, just need to make our way up. Next stop, Corell's office.
Come on, just admit it, Quill. You're freaking out right now. This whole deadbeat dad thing's gotta be eating at you.
None of this changes who I am. I'm still cool as a cucumber.
I am Groot.
Groot says all the cucumbers he's ever met were terrified on the inside. Well, that don't look good.
There was a struggle here.
Yeah, that's what I'm reacting to.
I am reacting in my own way.
This doesn't look good, Peter.
All we know is that there was a Hello? Corell? Nikki?
Looks empty.
Feels empty.
Maybe they're hiding.
Were there always strange writings on the wall?
I'm gonna try and get in her computer, see if I can wipe my criminal history.
Rocket!
I'm kidding. I'm gonna access her logs. You wanna know what happened here or not?
Fine. The rest of us will take a look around. Maybe they left a clue or something.
The scribbles are Cree. This one says, Mother knows best. Return, hope, promise.
Nikki?
Obvious signs of a struggle, Peter Quill.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Appealing.
Are you seriously focused on food right now?
Mystery makes me hungry.
Hey, save me some, will ya?
I wonder if Nikki made this.
I am Groot.
The resemblance is uncanny.
She doesn't look anything like me. She's blue. Besides, why wouldn't Corell have just told me?
Protect her daughter, Peter Quill. Copulating with you was a capital offense under the Kree purity laws.
That's not a real thing, is it?
The Kree are extremely strict about their bloodlines.
So, when Corell said we shouldn't be doing this... This must be Corell's first kid. I remember she talked about him a lot.
He was on Hala, right? When the Shatari...
Yeah. Her kid and her husband.
Explains how fearless she was during the war.
She had nothing to lose.
Any luck getting in?
The thing's pretty well protected. I need time.
All right, let me know. Nikki's ID. Something seems off, though.
What do you mean, off?
I don't know. Like it's been flagged or something. Not sure. Oh, wow! The Kree have comic books?
I am surprised. The Kree Council is new forms of entertainment.
So this could be, like, super valuable then.
How valuable we talking?
What is this? Some kind of a threat?
The Kree Council demands proof of Nikki's heritage under the Kree purity laws.
From a legal perspective, copulating is extremely objectionable.
From other perspectives, too.
This does not look good.
For you?
No, for Nikki. What are the chances the Kree are involved in any of this?
The Council of Purity isn't cryptic. When they punish someone, they make sure everyone...
Corell and Nikki would be hanging from a wall.
Okay, I'm in. But I got bad news, lover boy.
What did you find?
Come here and I'll show you.
So what am I looking at?
Nothing.
She's the captain. Captains keep logs.
You keep logs?
I'm trying to tell you, they're gone. All of them. Almost like the world mind went out of its way to sever everything.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
What about backups? Doesn't every Nova ship have a central hub or something?
A Nexus mainframe, yeah. If there's ghosts anywhere in the system, that's where.
I categorically refuse.
Not literal ghost, Drax. He's talking about data. Right?
Yes, but we'd have to access the Nexus directly. Means going to the bridge.
We're not leaving until we find out what happened.
Center of operations it is. According to the ship's map, the bridge should be right through here. Dog report item. It's one of them priests down there, ain't it?
Oh, crap.
Nuts to this. I'm out of here.
Stop moving.
The warrior does not hesitate. Dog report item. We are under attack.
By a giant robot?
By some weird priest.
By a weird giant robot priest!
Okay, yep.
Guys, huddle up!
Yo, Muscles! You blind or something? Me and
I
Groot.
see perfectly well, Abomination, and you two are getting in the way of my victory.
Us? You're the one screwing up our fun. Me and Groot stand a better chance of winning this on our own.
Whoa, dudes! You guys are totally out of tune with each other. Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Fun doesn't come from flying solo. It comes from shredding them up in perfect harmony, together. Who's with me?
I am with you, Peter.
Nice one, Peter!
Oh, yeah.
Let's see that sword!
I thought you'd never ask!
So is this thing here to protect the servers, then?
Me too. I don't know. Everything about this is just getting more and more fucking weird.
You struggle in vain.
Rocket! Do your thing! I've never been as intrigued by a church as I am right now!
Yeah, I get it. Personal robots are definitely kind of cool.
Deadliest woman incoming!
Nice to meet you!
We're all agreed the church is part of this now, right?
Gee, what gave it away?
We must tell the dog about the priest.
Robot priest.
I am Groot.
Groot says the mutt's not answering.
Keep trying. The rest of us can focus on figuring a way out.
Server room, right?
That'll do it.
Well played, Peter Quill.
How am I supposed to know why the pooch ain't picking up? Keep trying. Okay, so according to the map I saw, Nexus should be just above us.
Shall I throw the rodent?
Come on! Alright, let's look around. Maybe we can find something.
Dog report item. Encountered a formidable new enemy.
Let it go. Just let him think there are ghosts.
It's weird, right? How the world mind seems to have gone completely dark.
Very weird.
Perhaps it is rebooting.
All the words you could have used there, Drax. That one actually wasn't too bad.
Thank you. It was either that or reloading.
There's an open panel up in the corner there.
To think, all of this could have been avoided had the rodent unbroken the glass.
You're blaming him for that?
His panicked scampering is what caused the final break.
Your oversized gut is what caused the first 50 breaks.
Hey, Groot, any luck getting through to Cosmo yet?
I am Groot.
Nope, still nothing.
Reception will probably be better once we're on the bridge.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I have never understood how so much information can be stored in such a magical way.
I'm thinking you should do the honors, Quill.
That does not seem like you.
He probably thinks the Nexus is booby-trapped.
That would explain it.
Hey, I ain't the one that's eager to know what happened. Let Quill see for himself.
Have you found any...
Well, it's something.
What are we waiting for, Peter?
Yeah, just... nice. That's quite the mustache.
Find something?
So Corell's badge number is 0001. How could she be the first one?
The World Mind reset all Nova IDs after the Galactic War.
I do not understand. Why is Peter Quill not accessing the Nexus?
Because he's scared of ghosts.
Liar!
I wonder.
I am Groot.
Groot wants to know if Quill's stalling because of his fear of parental responsibility.
Obviously.
Clearly.
No!
Find something?
Just some personal logs.
Dog report item. We have reached the command center, but Peter Quill refuses to access the Nexus.
Fuck it. Yourself.
Any chance we might need an access number?
Maybe.
Won't know till you try accessing the thing first.
What?
Maybe he is worried it'll prove they're dead. I really couldn't tell you.
Locked. I wonder, though. Nikki really didn't want her mom to know about this passkey she gave me.
No way is some kid's card gonna bypass the Nexus.
we're in.
You're kidding.
Well,
Yes! Guys, we're in!
Get to the juicy stuff already.
Channeling your Nova Force.
A comprehensive guide to meditation
And managing your mental health.
actually, I wouldn't mind a cop.
Let me get this straight. She became a teapot? That's what my source said.
Amazing.
I hate you all.
Attention, away team. Please ensure your helmet cams are in full operation ahead of this afternoon's away mission into the quarantine zone. Thank you.
Just like Corell, everything.
Go to the criminal records, Quill. We already know your girlfriend works here, Quill.
So?
It's a list of bucketheads.
Check it out. Nikki's got a file.
Boring.
I have heard of this one. He was a good man.
Except good means scut when you're dead.
AWOL. Then who is running Nova Corps?
That's a good question.
She crashed into a Leviathan on purpose and is still a better pilot than Quill.
Hey!
What? You know it's true. 20 units, mine's the biggest. They can't be that scary if they share a record.
I've heard of this guy. He's part of a private army called the Lethal Legion.
More like the Loser Legion. What is it with you Humies and your stupid names?
Whoa! Star-Lord is not in the same league as Darkhawk, okay? One's the name of the greatest band of all time, and the other's... So, Drax's criminal record is pretty big.
That is what your mother said.
It's great, because his mother's dead.
I thought there'd be more here. Barely scratches the surface.
I am Groot.
You? A gold dome? Over my dead body, buddy.
You know, for a non-spacefaring species, us humans sure get around.
Unfortunately.
Do you know this Terran, Peter Quill?
Just because we're both from Earth doesn't mean we know each other.
Look. It's Drax's girlfriend.
Lady Hellbender is not my girlfriend.
Yet.
Why does this guy seem familiar?
Grand Unifier Raker. Wonder what he was looking for in the quarantine zone.
Probably nothing good.
Read it and weep, losers. There ain't a single scam me and Groot haven't pulled off. You name it, we've done it.
If you're charged, it means you've been caught. You realize that, right?
Wow. When Kree cops go bad, they really go bad.
Actually, an accuser is the equivalent of a judge, jury, and executioner. Wow, your record's a lot bigger than I expected.
How big were you expecting?
Minuscule.
Another guy from Earth.
I'm telling you, Quill, C-53 is the trailer park of the galaxy. Fun fact, that bounty Yondu put out is how me and Groot met Quill.
I'm just glad I talked you out of collecting it.
I am unfamiliar with this Kree.
One of the nameless.
Oh, spooky.
All right, let's take a look.
Wow, super riveting, Quill. And to think we could still be reading my criminal record.
Please do not.
Gotta be something in here.
Hey, isn't that...
The mining ship we explored in the quarantine zone, yeah.
When's the footage from?
Signal's stronger. We must be close.
How close?
Hard to say. There's too much interference.
Centurion Corral. Found something.
Hey, what are you... Watch out!
She went in after we left.
Flark. That thing. You don't think...
It is the creature that devoured our monster.
Could have been a million things. I mean, it's restricted space for a reason.
I'm Groot.
No, you're a lotus scud. That thing's got nothing to do with us.
That gem Corral picked up. I think it's the same one we shot in the quarantine zone.
We? You're the one who shot it.
Fine, the gem I shot. The point is that shadow thing came out of it. We did this.
The quarantine zone's a giant death trap. So we released a shadow thing. We made it out, didn't we? Your stupid girlfriend probably did too.
You've been saying the whole time she's probably dead.
Probably alive, probably dead, whatever. Important thing is, we're all fine.
Corral is tough. If anyone made it out, it's her. I know it.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You misread our intentions.
No, you've made them pretty clear.
Sometimes sacrifices
I had to check.
Groot, write the stars.
Grand Unifier. Breaker. Right? First, let me just say it's really cool that you've heard of us, right, guys? And it's cool that you didn't try to kill us just then, especially with your two pals right there. You could have totally ripped us apart the moment you walked in, which we obviously all appreciate. But also, we've kind of got a few questions, like...
Where are Centurion Corell and her daughter? You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you.